All right, good morning guys. Welcome to the Fig Way. Today's July 18th and been getting a lot of rain the last few days. So as you know, when it rains, what I do, the trees that really are ripening a lot of figs, I bring in the garage to try and keep the rain from getting on the figs. It's tough right now. Smith is ripening a ton right now, so I'm picking off some Smith figs right now. I'll show you a couple of these. Let me get this bag open. These are just great right now, but they all have honey dropping out the eye there. I'll show you when I pick them. Like you can see, like this one has that honey dripping out, but it's still not soft. So usually it's still a few days after I get that honey dropping that I feel like it's really soft everywhere. So that's how I pick my Smith figs. Man, the Undata, these things are massive this year. It's hard to see in those bags, but these things are just giant figs this year. I think it's from a lot of the water that I've been getting. A lot of the figs appear to be larger than usual. I still haven't ripened one this year. I'm really letting these ripen and hang, but yeah, they're still, let's see. Yeah, they're nowhere near being ready yet. But there's, I think, 6 swelling on the Undata right now. My Amarcord, I think there's a few ready for me to pick on this tree today. These, I saw some that looked like, oh, this one's really soft up here. There's a few that look like they were getting some mold on them, and that when it's raining, you got a bag on it, it just holds all that moisture in, and it's, yeah, let me show you this Amarcord. It's got a lot of mold on it, you can tell. So I'm gonna pick some of that off of there. I mean, this will be really good on the inside, but this skin has got a bunch of mold on it. And that's just, if you let those bags sit out in the rain, this is what's gonna happen. And I hate to pick them too early, and they're just not as good. I really like to get them super soft everywhere. So what I try and do is I try and take the bags off if it's rained and let them dry in the sun, and then put new bags on just to try and prevent that from happening. But sometimes I'm just gonna miss all the bags, obviously. I think this one looks a little bit better. There's a little bit on there, but not bad. But this is nice and soft everywhere. So this is how I like to pick them. And they're just super soft everywhere. There's the Amarcord. The ones I'm getting the most off of right now are that Amarcord and Ronde Bordeaux. So yeah, I just try and move these trees. The ones, I put them in the garage overnight just in case it rains, because it pretty much always does. There's the Ronde Bordeaux. But yeah, what I do is I try to come out either at night or in the morning and just pick all the ripe figs and put them in a bag there, and then put them in the fridge for an hour or two and eat them for breakfast. Hativ de Argenteuil, these are also getting really large this year. They're usually not this size. And this one's getting close, but still not perfectly soft. I mean, it wants to be like a bag of jelly, just really soft everywhere for me to pick it. I want to show you a Parajal Ramada, which I think is my last Breba. This thing has just the biggest open eye I've ever seen. Look at this thing. Holy cow. I mean, you can see the inside jelly there. So that's Parajol Ramada. Wait, I've been waiting on that Breba. Breba take forever to ripen. But that's my last one. Here's ready. This is Genovese Nero. Open this one up. And I think there's a few more that are already in that Genovese Nero. Oh, there's one that fell out on its own. Yesterday I went out and so there's some obviously that I missed bagging like this, and the birds have just been picking them alive. The owls are stopping to work. They lasted about a week, those owls, but now the birds know, okay, those owls aren't real. This is Verdolino, and usually it's hard to tell because these don't really change much color, but I could tell that these were definitely swelling. This one's getting softer, but still not ready, so those are my ones ripening right now. Verdolino, Genovese Nero, yeah, the Parajol Ramada is just a Breba. Hative de Argenteuil, Ronde Bordeaux, Hammercord, Ondata, and Smith. And then my other trees, Labricha here, still nothing on this. This is a later variety, but now that it's July 18th, probably the later varieties will start coming soon. My earlier ones started swelling around July 4th, and so it's 2 weeks from that. This is Angelito. Nothing yet on Angelito. White Algiers, which I really want to compare to Angelito this year. My little starter trees. The Col des Dames Gris actually has some figs on there, you can see. So, I don't know if maybe in November, if I'm willing to do a figgy eddy and put this thing inside, we'll see. Col des Dames Gigantina behind that. Also has some figs. Delson-Wami Gran has not wanted to put figs on it. Instead of figs, it's putting branches on, so it looks like no Delson-Wami Gran for me this year. Exquisito is putting figs on. I get to eat those. One of my favorites, Cavalieri right here. Again, one of my latest figs. Nothing, no signs of swelling. Colonel Lippmann's Black Cross, also a later fig. Nothing, no signs of swelling yet. Just my favorite looking tree here. Bordesat Negra Ramada, gorgeous. No swelling. This is one I keep thinking, okay, it's gotta be swelling soon. This is Bass's favorite fig. Let's see, I don't see any that look like they're getting a little bit lighter in color or a little bit bigger, but usually right around this time, these will start swelling. This is my Black Madeira, oh, there is one hanging out in here. So yeah, I need to bag that thing. This is Craven's Craving. Sometimes they just get hidden like that and you miss the bag and the birds get it. Tia Pena. This one there's a few that are starting to get lighter in color and swelling. So right there, just the early stages of Tia Pena. Bourgeois Grease, similar. The early stages, this one's getting more yellow, starting to swell a little bit, but still haven't ripened any of these this year. Negrone, this is a later tree. Had all of its breba, but nothing swollen on this Negrone. Fico Seco, this one got a late start this year. And I don't see any figs swelling yet on Fico Seco. And actually, you know what, well, here's my Mount Etna. First, this is Crows, this one's starting to swell. But yeah, the Mount Etnas are a little bit farther behind this year. My White Madeira, this thing is beautiful. I mean, just figs galore. But again, a later fig. Probably will ripen alongside my Angelito and my White Algiers, so I can compare them all. LSU Oulier, this one has been ripening. This is one that has not really been ripening right. They've been on the smaller side. Just, they don't swell out how they should. So something's going down with this tree, I don't know what. They've still been okay. Irene's Black Greek, probably ripening alongside Bourgeois Grease. But no, I haven't had any figs yet off of that one. Violet de Salis. Nothing off of this yet. This is a later fig. Some are turning darker color, but they're not anywhere near getting ready. De La Roca. These look good this year. Excited to try De La Roca. Red Lebanese Bacal Valley. Like the Crows, should be any day now. Delcor, nothing yet. St. Martin, these should be getting close to ripening, I would think, but I don't see any swelling. And last, well, no, yeah, last tree, the second Angelito. Oh, there's a baby bird. What you doing, baby bird? You're not by the fig trees, huh? Came from. Obviously the owl's not working. All right, there's the fig way, guys. July 18th, see ya.